Good morning, Professor Cooley. I will be presenting to you today my speech on information, and the topic I will be talking about today is Hurricane Katrina. I've been through so much, especially coming from New Orleans, where there was Hurricane Katrina in 2005. I had to pick up, we had to move, make new friends, and my family was just strong for me as well, because we had to start completely over again. Normani Cordy. Today, I will be talking about Hurricane Katrina, a drastic hurricane that affected the lives of New Orleans people. My purpose today is to inform you, my audience, on the effects Hurricane Katrina had on people's lives and homes, the dangers Katrina brought to our environment, and how to fully prepare ourselves for any other natural disaster that decides to hit us once more. This speech will have a significant impact on people that will make their mindsets change, including their actions. I hope this helps you along the road when another natural disaster hits as Katrina did. Hurricane Katrina affected the people of New Orleans a lot. Lots of lives and homes were destroyed. People were even left homeless because of how bad their homes were. The water kept rising. People had no other option but to climb onto their roofs. Some people evacuated and some people did not. They stayed put. New Orleans was damaged so bad that they had to pay about $125 billion to restore their city again. 1,833 lives were lost in the mess of Hurricane Katrina. And the quotation I wrote above was from a lady who lived in New Orleans. She was a survivor from the drastic disaster. She's seen and lived through it with her family. She had to start all over again in a different city with her family. And she lost everything in Hurricane Katrina. Imagine having everything you worked so hard for just go to waste and having to start over again. It is not a good feeling to have, and reading about what these people have went through with Hurricane Katrina has really hit home for me. Seeing all these people and all that they went through is terrible. It honestly makes me want to change my actions and prevent this from happening to anybody else ever again. Not only were the lives and homes in New Orleans were destroyed, but the impact Hurricane Katrina made on the environment was destroyed also. So many toxins were released during Hurricane Katrina when making landfall, as in oil spills, damaged sewage, water systems, and mold. This did not just affect the environment though, it affected the people's lives as well, especially the damaged sewage water systems and the mold. The oil spills polluted their air, and they were breathing in nothing but toxic air. And that impacted their lives so much, while having their homes destroyed as well. As you can see how much the people and environment of New Orleans went through when this catastrophe happened, how many lives were lost and how many homes were destroyed, how many people suffered without food and water, how many people are still struggling today from Hurricane Katrina. Although we cannot change the weather, we can for sure change our mindset for the next disaster. We can be prepared mentally and physically. Being prepared for the next hurricane is stocking up on all your necessities, because water does get contaminated and you need lots of bottles of water during this hard time, especially food. Stock up on a lot of food, because you're gonna need food being in the house for so long. And make sure your phones are charged 100%, because you're gonna need your phone in case of an emergency that happens. You're gonna need to call your 911 or a close family member to call 911 for you. So for that to happen, you will need your phones to be very charged. And if anything does get damaged, like your house or anything else, don't feel like it's the end of the world, because you have tons of people in this world that will help you build everything back up from scratch again. As long as you still live, and because your lives matter to us. And if you know that you're in a flooded area, evacuate as soon as you can, as soon as possible. Because we would rather see you alive than dead. The amounts of lives that we lost during Hurricane Katrina could have been prevented much better. My purpose of this speech was to inform you on the lives and homes that were lost, the amount of toxins that affected the environment and the people of New Orleans, and lastly, on how to be prepared when this catastrophe hits again. I hope your mindset has changed a lot from hearing me speak to you today. I hope we can prevent this from happening again a little better, in hopes that this will help save many lives in the future when a hurricane like Katrina hits again. When Hurricane Katrina hits again, because the number of the lives that were lost could have been saved. Thank you for hearing my speech today.